We in this together.
MLB The Show has Thursday night baseball from Busch Stadium in St. Louis. Guys are ready to head home after this one. It's the road trip finale
4 games
between
left.
the Cincinnati Reds and the St. Louis Cardinals. Which of these two will prevail? Next on the show.
Go playoffs. I clinched the playoff spot, though, by winning my last game, so that's good. No matter what, I make it.
Steven Strausberg will be towing the rubber for the Cardinals. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, guys, you can see right there, he's eclipsed that 200 strikeout number. Really been good this year and missing a lot of bats.
Gene Segura heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Shortstop, number 2.
And the first pitch of the ball game here is taken for a called strike 1. And Eric, as we take a look at the Cardinals entering play here tonight, they enter this one off a loss after winning 5 of 7 prior to that.
And with the loss yesterday, that means they've dropped 2 of the first 3 in this series. So if form holds, they're due to come back and win this one, and they'll end up splitting the series.
Got him swinging in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Segura is retired, and there's one away. A moment here to take a look at the Cincinnati Reds starting lineup in this one. Steve, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Well, I think this one is going to be a great pitcher's duel, so you really need to take advantage of any scoring opportunities or any mistakes that may be handed to you. 1 or 2 runs might be enough to win it.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. Not a bad night to bring the parka along. 54 degrees at game time.
Still hot up there, over there. Still hot over there.
And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Now a swing and a miss on a pitch well out of the strike zone as he becomes the second out. And with a quick breather here, a look at the defense for the St. Louis Cardinals. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, Josh Donaldson is an MVP type player because of his offense, but his defense is just as superb. He makes great plays, very athletic, and some of the things he does on a baseball field, you just can't imagine. I can't wait to watch him.
In there at the knees, strike 1.
Boy, he may strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
And there's number 8. 1 away.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Noah Syndergaard will be on the mound for game 4. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, guys, you can see there he's got a ton of strikeouts this season. We'll see how many he can add to that total here in this one.
Leonis Martin.
Oh, and he lays one down here, and this is going to be a tough play. And he fans on the barehanded attempt, so that ought to be scored as a bunt single.
That may have been one of those situations where you wonder, he's not going to be able to throw him out at first. Maybe that's one where you try and see if that would have gone foul.
He's set. Here it comes. Glenn Spoon is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. And Eric, as we take a look at the Reds entering play here tonight, they're on a nice little run, winners of 4 of their last 5 ball games.
And it's been a back and forth series so far, but they have been able to take 2 of the first 3. So it's going to be up to that man on the mound to see if they can get out of here winning 3 of 4.
Throw over to first, and a dive, but he's back.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now. Time for a look at the umpires working this one. Behind the plate is Darryl Parker.
Well, overall, Parker is a solid umpire, but I have seen sometimes when there was some inconsistency calling the corners. As a pitcher, it seems he doesn't always give you the same spot when it's on the black.
Now a moment here in St. Louis to look at the Cardinals starting lineup. Steve, what's the key for him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, you know, they rely so heavily on stringing hits together. They haven't had a lot of extra base hit power. They need more of that if they're going to be successful on a daily basis.
Striding into the box, Josh Donaldson. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Good setup, and the circle change hits the spot. 0-1. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
And you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
Here it comes on 0-2. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. Segura for 1. On to Encarnacion, and it's in time for the double play, and the inning is over. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. We're off to the second, scoreless on the show. Corey Dickerson will stand in. He too had 3 hits in the win last night.
Well, this guy's hitting over 300 on the year now, and he had a good performance yesterday as well.
And a high strike there. 0-1.
Yeah, and I don't think I'd be in any big hurry to challenge this guy again. I'd see if I could make him go out of the zone, maybe chase a bad pitch.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Batting fifth, the designated hitter, Albert Pujols.
Albert Pujols will stand in. A big power threat here, to say the least. Currently 3rd in home runs in the National League.
Hey, well, this vet still got it. You know, sometimes you see power really drop off when a guy gets up there in age, but not this guy.
And here's a called strike to the 36-year-old veteran. It's 0-1.
The fastball looks awfully sharp here early on. Sound sharp, too.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Now a swing and a ground ball, and that's through for a hit.
Well, he needed a hit like this. Got to get him to snap out of this cold streak. I mean, you're just looking for something to go your way, and that ball, it's not hit particularly well, but it happens to find a hole. He's saying, man, it's about time.
Charlie Blackmon will stand in now as the National League's leading hitter entering play.
And that is huge for him, too. This is a contract year for him, so he'd love to take those great numbers straight to the negotiating table.
Now a ball lined to the left side. Foul. No score here as we play inning number 2. And here's a ball hit in the air. Schwarber moving in, goes into a slide, and he's got it. Great play, and there's 2 gone.
Batting 7th, third baseman, Nick Castellanos.
Yeah, he's coming on quickly here. Let's see in show motion if he makes the play. Nope, sure enough. He got to it before it touched the ground. Nicely done.
Nick Castellanos now, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He'll start this one at 274. 10 home runs and 55 driven in. A runner on first with 2 away. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. In there, 1-2 now. Hit to first, scooped up, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Reds leave 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Kyle Schwarber strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Fastball at 96 on the radar gun, and it's 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. To 2-2 now.
He might have thought he'd be getting another dose of that curveball because he was way behind that one.
And he lays off a pitch off the plate and high. 3-2.
Now this one sets up a big pitch because you don't want to lose that leadoff guy in a scoreless ball game.
Good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
Batting 5th,
C.J. Cron gets his first shot here with a man on following the leadoff walk.
And you know, guys, we talk about it all the time. Leadoff walks are so dangerous, and we'll see if they can take advantage of this one.
First pitch here is a sinker that runs a bit too wide. It's ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Corner paint right there, 97 miles an hour. What are you going to do with that?
Nobody out, runner on first. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Swing and a little blooper to center. Betts comes on now, and he has it one down. With a moment now, let's take a look at the defense for the Cincinnati Reds. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, Matty, when you're talking about watching somebody throw a ball across the diamond, this guy throws it like a laser. Over at third base, doesn't have the great range, but if he gets his hands on it, oh my, can he throw it.
Chris Colabello started to go around, but it's a called strike. 0-1. Bottom of the second here with no score. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Swing and a miss on the sinker, and it's 1-2.
Now, he's probably lucky he didn't make contact on that one.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Breaking ball there is down. Good job of laying off. It's back to 2-2. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
Well, there's no question that the sinker away has always been this guy's bread and butter pitch. You can see where it is on show track, and you're just not going to get a better location than that pitch with 2 strikes.
Here's Eric Ibar now. They show wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. 261 the average coming into action here. 4 home runs, 39 driven in. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Betts moves over. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Cards leave 1. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Derek Norris will stand in, and he's been tearing the cover off the ball the past few days as you see his numbers from the last 5 ball games.
Derek Norris.
Strausberg looks in. Here's the first pitch. And that's taken for strike 1.
So tough to hang in there on that pitch, but you got to do it. You can't give up that inside corner, or this guy will eat you alive.
Line to the right side. And a dive, but he comes up empty, and this is big trouble now out in right center.
Oh, and he hit this ball hard, too, didn't he? I mean, this is a fastball right out over the middle of the plate, and he just hammers it to get himself in scoring position here, leading off the inning.
Everett Cabrera will stand in now with a good chance to break the seal here following the leadoff double.
Well, it's a good RBI opportunity, but you've got to remember your first job, which is to at least get that guy over to third base.
Sacrifice attempt here. And Strausberg will get the out at first, but the sacrifice works as planned.
Well, I really like this call here, even early in the game, because you make sure you get that guy over to third base, and it gives you a good shot to get on the board first.
Gene Segura will dig in for a second time, a strikeout victim opening up the ball game.
And remember, they got him on a fastball, so I got to figure they're going to attack him the exact same way.
Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike two. Any thought to bringing the infield in here with one away?
Still a little early in my book. A run you can live with. What you don't want to do is let this snowball into a big inning.
And indeed, the throw will finish him off as they get the put out at first, and there are two away now. Coming to the plate now, Mookie Betts. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
And a base hit as that'll score the run from third, and the Reds jump out in front here 1-0.
Yeah, that's a good job right there with two away to pick up the first run of the ball game from third base. Very important to cash in when you're given the early opportunities, and he comes through big time right there.
Those big runs that can be at a premium.
Edwin Encarnacion now, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Yeah.
Tap fouled at home plate. 2 out with the man at first. Runners off for second. Fly ball out toward left center field. Martin is after it. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. The throw into second. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Nice.
Well, there you go. 14 straight games now, and he hasn't gone hitless in a game in over 2 weeks. Do the math.
Standing in now, Corey Dickerson. Yes, he'll take a look at ball one.
And this is a guy that needs to throw that curveball for strikes.
Yeah, when he doesn't have command on it, that's when he has to lean on his fastball. And sometimes that'll get him in trouble.
May have gotten a piece of that one, but no matter, it's 1-1.
Yeah, curveball, then change up here on the first couple pitches. Now might be the time to see him run that fastball in on his hands. Maybe try and get this guy to pop something up.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And a half-hearted attempt that time as he broke the plane of the plate. It's a ball and 2 strikes now. Still no fastballs in the at-bat. It's been all off speed.
That's definitely by design. He's such a good fastball hitter. You don't want to give in to his strength.
1-2. Here it comes. This is line to left, and that's in there. Base hit. Here comes Encarnacion around third. And the run is in to score from second. It's a 3-0 game.
Well, we always talk about how important it is to get off to a fast start. Well, it's especially important when you face a caliber of pitcher that they're seeing here. They've jumped on him early to take a 3-0 lead now.
Albert Pujols steps in to try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single.
And that's a nice job right there to drive in the run by the last guy, and it can definitely fire up a team when someone comes through big time with 2 outs.
Here's the first pitch to him. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Problems compounding here after a smooth start to the game.
Yeah, whoever that guy was that pitched the first 2 innings, he hasn't shown up yet in the third. He's looked like a completely different guy.
The set and the 1-0 pitch. This one's a strike. It's 1-1.
Right back inside with a fastball. This time he got the call.
swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Crone has got it, and the side is retired. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Reds 3 and the Cardinals nothing. Brian Pena will stand in for the first time, and he's seen that average climb during his current 7-game hitting streak.
Ryan
Raining
Pena.
for fucking days.
Into the windup and the pitch. A little bouncer, but it gets foul. The windup and the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
When a guy like this on the mound has got you down 0-2, that's a tough hole to climb out of.
Slapped hard the opposite way, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Oh, my goodness, this guy is really starting to heat up now. That's 8 straight games with a base hit. He's been fun to watch.
Darnell Sweeney will stand in, and as you can see, his home and road splits there. He's been a much better hitter away from home. Breaking ball for a strike, 0-1. A runner at first with no outs here. And he falls behind 0-2. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season.
Well, it's just business as usual for him, Matt. He leads the National League in that category. He's having himself just a fantastic season so far. Not only is he pitching well, but his team is playing great for him as well. You need run support and solid defense to rack up the wins like he is, and he's getting it.
Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Here comes the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Well, so much for being thrown out of rhythm by that leadoff single. Doesn't seem to have affected him one bit. Come back with the 2 straight strikeouts, and now he's turned things around in this inning.
Into the box, Glenn Spoon. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. A runner on first with 2 away. Swing and a miss for strike 1.
Just too over-aggressive right now. They've got to dial this back a bit.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, this is a guy up there that's not hitting a ton right now, but he can still work the count. That alone can be beneficial to an offense.
Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. 2 out with the man at first. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. One left for the Cardinals. Still down 3-0. Charlie Blackmon is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
And you know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact, and he can run.
Strausberg steps into the windup. First pitch on its way. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. But this is foul for the first strike. Oh and 1, here it comes. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit to third. Donaldson's up with it. In the dirt, and oh, he can't quite dig it out.
Yeah, a real good effort there at first that doesn't quite save the error. You see how he's set up? He tries to pull this one into his midsection, but that ball had a little too much English on it, and he can't make the play.
Nick Castellanos stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely.
Got a pretty good lead right there.
Lays off 1-0. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does two things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
Strausberg with a check at first. And the runner back.
Keeping him close.
Nobody out, runner on first. Runner goes for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there.
Well, they certainly paid a lot of attention to him over there at first, and it was wise to do so. But in the end, they had to come to the plate sooner or later, and he winds up taking second here on the stolen base.
Swing and a miss on a pitch outside. 1-2 now. For Blackmon, he's up to 41 steals so far, and that number just keeps on a-growing. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
I love this pitch right here. Just an elevated fastball with two strikes. Nothing much to it. He just says, this is just a good old country fastball, and he runs it right by him.
The catcher, Derek Norris, is in. As Strausberg will get ahead of him here with strike one.
Yeah, I don't think that pitch wound up where he wanted it to, but it did the trick.
Nothing in one count. Here it comes. And he pumps the fastball by him at 94. It's 0-2.
Boy, they're just hacking at everything. I mean, everything.
Here's the 0-2. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Ground ball left side. Donaldson's there. In time to first, and there are two away.
Well, with two strikes, you've got to protect up there, even on a curveball that's a borderline strike. But he can only manage to get this one off the end of his bat, and it winds up being a simple little ground out.
Stepping in now, Everett Cabrera. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. Pena is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job left for Cincinnati, but they're on top by a count of 3-0.
Leading off in the Cardinal fourth,
Josh Donaldson is set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Sinker to open the AB in there for strike one. And he misses with it, 1-1.
Well, that's a good thing that pitch was above the strike zone, because a few inches lower, and that ball's right in his wheelhouse.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. On the ground to third. Taken in by Castellanos. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other, one away.
now batting, left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
Into the box now, Kyle Schwarber. He drew a walk his first time up. There's a first pitch curveball trying to come back to the outside corner. Didn't get it that time. It's ball one.
Yeah, he's not really getting on top of that curveball right now, and that's going to get him into trouble if he keeps leaving it up there like that.
That's by him for strike one.
Gotta like the approach right here. He's basically saying, if you're gonna beat me, you're gonna have to take it to left field, because I don't think he's gonna give this guy anything he can pull.
Here it comes on 1-1. Now it's swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
Chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Had him fooled as he swings through the curveball. 2 down.
And I can tell you, from facing guys like this my whole career, you may think you're getting a curveball, but when a guy's throwing in the high 90s, it's darn near impossible to sit on one.
Here's C.J. Cron now. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike one anyway. No runs, 2 hits, 1 error for the Cardinals to this point. Squared that one up just a little late. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Chopped weakly to the left. Castellanos gonna have to hurry. On to Encarnacion at first, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Cardinals. They trail in this one 3-0. Gene Segura will stand in now. A punch-out victim twice already. EK, I'll ask you, because you're the one sitting next to me. Do you approach an at-bat differently when you have 2 strikeouts under your belt this early in the game?
Well, you do in the sense that whatever you did the first 2 times, it wasn't working. But I think if you start worrying too much about trying to avoid the hat trick, or worse, it'll start becoming a mind game, and you'll start falling into some pretty bad habits.
And now the Cardinals get the bullpen working here. Both a lefty and a right-hander have stood up. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Now, you can't take any more pitches like that. If you don't like it, you got to at least try and fight it off.
Trying to strike him out for the 3rd time. Takes this the other way to right, and that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Yeah, he got a little revenge there. He struck out twice before that, and now he gets him back with a solid base hit.
Mookie Betts will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time, and then a base hit last time around. For the first
Benny, what
pitch,
time
a
is
check
it?
at first. And the runner back easily.
What time is it?
Strausberg comes set. Here's the first pitch.
Thank you.
And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. Maybe a spot to pitch out on 0-1.
Well, I think he wants to go, no doubt. Might not be too bad an idea.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Before the 0-1, he'll check on first. And a dive, but he's back in. 3 runs, 6 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. A dive, but he's back.
Simple throw over there.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Now a throw over to first, and the runner back safely.
Just keeping an eye on him.
And again a throw, runner back safely. Segura runs. Swing and a line drive, but this is a foul ball. A runner at first with no outs here. He's on the move again from first. Grounded to third. He's got it. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
I'm not too sure whether that was a designed hit and run or not. He may have just been going on his own. By running, he does stay out of the double play.
Edwin Encarnacion steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1.
Yeah, the best way to neutralize this guy's power, just keep putting pitches right there.
Popped high in the air. Crone is there for it. And he makes the catch for the second out.
Well, here's that swing again. This is in show motion. And you'll see that that's a few inches above the thumbs. He'll be feeling that one all night long.
Into the box, Corey Dickerson goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Reds leave 1, but they lead it 3-0. Leading off the inning, Chris Colabello, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
There's the sinker to start him out, missing down and away for ball 1. Boy, that fastball is just sizzling up there. 1-1.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is one big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game, because right now they just seem out of it.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
Hit in the air out to center field. Betts on the run. He tracks it down. A nice running play, and there's 1 away. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders.
Yeah, Matt, he's been very impressive this year. He currently leads the entire National League right now. He's really been a difference maker on the mound. He attacks the strike zone and is using all of his pitches very effectively. Just one of those guys that's really fun to watch doing his thing.
Eric Ibar is at the plate now as he looks at strike one.
And I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2. This is pulled into right. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
And you know, that's what they needed. It's just a one-out single, nothing too amazing. But now at least you get that guy into the stretch and maybe give your guys a little hope up there.
Swing and a little tapper. That rolls foul for strike one. And here's a ball hit in the air. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
Boy, that's just another off-balance swing right there. Not only are these guys light on hits, they're not even making solid contact right now.
Sweeney.
Settling in now, Darnell Sweeney, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
He has really struggled against right-handed pitching so far this year. His average against righties is pretty ugly so far.
Smoke toward third. He'll go to Everett for the force, and the side is retired. Cards leave one. They trail it here 3-0. Albert Pujols will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far.
And you know, I think he's had a good approach in each of his first 2 at-bats. He seems to be seeing the ball well and putting some decent swings on it.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one. Chop foul over towards the dugout. Hit hard up the middle. Sweeney on the grass. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
And after a hot start, the bats have pretty much gone missing here in the middle innings. He sort of reinvented himself out there and has really turned things around.
Charlie Blackmon steps in. He was able to reach base thanks to an error in his last at-bat.
Yeah, still looking for his first hit of the game, so let's see if he can come through with that one right here.
Hit sharply on the ground to the left, and just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit.
And you check this out. This is on the inside part of the plate, but he still is able to take it to the opposite field. I'll tell you, that is bat control at its finest right there.
Nick Castellanos now. Pitch inside, the throw. Not in time as he steals second.
If you're a stolen base kind of guy, most of your stolen bases are on the pitcher, not the catcher. But this was a slide step that he used right here, and he still stole the base. I think you got to blame the catcher for this one.
1 out and a runner on second base. Swing and a line drive. Foul. A throw behind the runner at second, and the runner will get back standing. shot toward right center. That's in there. Base hit. Around third and being waved on home. The run scores from second. That makes it a 4-0 ball game.
Now you can pretty clearly see he's starting to make some mistakes in location, and they're jumping on him. Here, this is out over the plate, and he doesn't miss it. Lines it for an RBI single.
There goes Cardinal manager Mike Matheny on his way out to the mound. And that's going to do it now for Steven Strausberg. Gone after 5 1/3 here, as he never really found his groove in this one. A.J. Fizzler will come on now as he inherits a runner at first with already 1 out in the inning. The catcher Derek Norris is in. That's yanked into the stands. Strike 1. Now the 0-1. Fooled him a bit as this is hit high in the air towards right center and shallow. Spoon has a long run, but he takes charge for out number 2.
Well, the only good news that comes out of this at-bat is that he stayed out of the double play. Other than that, this at-bat really didn't achieve a whole lot.
Everett Cabrera will stand in for the 3rd time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
From the stretch. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Donaldson is going to put this one away on the dirt in front of the dugout, and that ends the... Leonis Martin will stand in to start things off, as this top of the batting order hasn't found a whole lot of success so far.
In fact, just 1 hit between the 1, 2, 3 hitters combined. So apparently the table setters have not been getting their chores done.
And this misses outside and a bit high. 1 ball, no strikes. (1-0) is a curveball that's over for strike 1.
And that has been the comfort zone so far in this outing. He's just lived on that outside corner, and it's paid big dividends for him.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Oh, right down Main Street with that one. 2-2. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Well, he watched that one all the way in, and it looked like he almost gave up on it. He's pretty lucky that wasn't called strike 3.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Fights off another pitch and hits it foul right at the plate. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th. Glenn Spoon ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
And now the Reds are going to get the bullpen moving here, and it's a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. Off is Martin. Pitch is a called strike. The throw, not in time. He's in there at second.
We've already seen the ball's not really traveling all that well here tonight, so both these managers might start thinking, we got to shake it up a little here offensively. So they turn him loose here, and he's into scoring position with the stolen base.
Liner toward right center. Catch made out there in right center as the runner will tag from second. And he'll make it up to third safely here with 1 away.
You take a look there at the line from our starter. I mean, basically, he's allowed 3 singles so far, and that's it. they haven't been able to mount any real opposition against him so far.
Josh Donaldson is in for the third time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
And a lot of times you might say, 4-run lead, we'll make that up. But I tell you, the way he's throwing the ball right now, they might be fortunate just to get one run off him.
Kyle Schwarber is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike.
Boy, we're well into this ball game now, and he's thrown 70% first pitch strikes to all the hitters he's faced. And when you can get ahead, your results are going to turn out well.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Here's the 0-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. Back with more on a Thursday night following this. Welcome back to Busch Stadium here in St. Louis. Reds leading this one as we start the 7th, and before we commence, let's take a look at the game summary to this point. Gene Segura is set to get us started for the late innings of this one.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
Into the seats, 0-1. The 0-1 delivery. Chopped foul right at home plate. Hit hard on the ground to second. Backhanded. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now batting, the center fielder, Mookie Betts.
Mookie Betts gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit hard back up the middle. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
Yeah, plenty to worry about now with only 1 out. Not only do you have a dangerous hitter on deck, but you've got a real speedster over there at first, so he could very well be on the move here.
Edwin Encarnacion stands in. He got under one and popped out his last time up.
Yeah, he didn't look good on a changeup last time, and he just skied it. So don't be surprised if he sees a similar approach on this at-bat.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Well, maybe you see a little cat and mouse game going between the pitcher and the runner right now. We'll see who wins this duel.
Here's the 0-1. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in there knee high, and now they've got him behind in the count, 0-2.
Now a throw over. Runner's back. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Ready with the 0-2. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
You know, and this is one of the few downsides to being a guy with tremendous strength at the plate. Once you get that thing started, it's really hard to put on the brakes, and he winds up breaking the plane right here, and that's strike 3.
Into the box now, Corey Dickerson, as he'll swing at the first pitch and send one on the ground to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. C.J. Cron steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the seventh.
And so far in this one, they're still getting shut out. So this leadoff at bat could be huge if he can just get on base, because they've been held in check all game.
The 0-1 on its way. Good curveball that time in the low 80s. 0-2.
Boy, I'll tell you, to be down 0-2 against a guy like this with the stuff he's got tonight, not a comfortable spot to be in.
And he punches out another one. Make it 9 for the ball game.
Here's a look at his pitches by inning so far. That last one was number 84, so they're getting near the point where they'll need to start keeping tabs on him.
Chris Colabello will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out. 0 for 2 thus far. Curveball looked at here for strike one. And it's quickly 0-2. Looking for his 10th strikeout.
Nope.
Sinker misses, and it's 1-2 now.
Well, you know, when you're behind an account like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
Hit to short. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Well, this is one of those situations where his guys got him the lead early on, and he's been in complete control ever since. I mean, he's barely been threatened out there.
Eric Ibar will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now.
This is a guy whose numbers are on the rise, and this is a big reason why. 2 close pitches, 2 good takes, and now he's in a great hitter's count, 2-0.
And this is poured in at the letters, 2-1 now.
Yeah, he's definitely still bringing it. It's the 7th inning, and we're still hearing the catcher's mitt snapping all the way up here.
Started to chase that time, but then he wisely holds off for ball 3.
Well, I think he got the pitch he was looking for right there, but not in the right location. So that's a great job of just holding up the swing.
To first, fielded by Encarnacion, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Cardinals. They trail here 4-0. Albert Pujols will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so with the same pitcher still out there. Seems he's earned himself another inning.
I think that's a definite vote of confidence, but he's done a nice job since coming in, so you might as well ride that hot hand.
And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
Yeah, showing no fear there. He put the pitch right at the letters away, but that guy didn't want any part of it.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And this is popped foul off to the right and back into the seats. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And another foul ball. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
Well, you know, when you get 2 strikes on you, you go into that protection mode up there at the plate. Let's see where this pitch winds up. Oh, yeah, that thing's nowhere near the strike zone, and that's a good job of making a guy go fishing for something he didn't really want to hit.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now, as he goes after the first pitch and lines one out toward right center. And that'll split the gap, as it should be extra bases. Around second, he'll try for third. And he is in there at third with a one-out triple.
Well, with one away, when you find the alley and you can run a little bit, chances are good that you're going to go for 3, and he gets himself to third base. That's well done.
Nick Castellanos steps in after hitting an RBI single his last time around.
And they take another single right here, too, no doubt. Runner in scoring position, so any ball into the outfield probably gets him home.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Hard hit ball to second. Sweeney is up with it. Throw will get him for the second out, but meanwhile the run is in to score from third.
Well, this is a pretty hard hit ball, and I thought for a second that he might have had a shot at the plate, but he thinks about it for a second and takes the sure out instead, and that allows that runner to come in and score.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit, and the side is retired. So it's 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. James Thompson is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
James Thompson.
Brian Pena will be the first one to greet him as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here.
Ryan Pena.
Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1. Fastball called for strike 2.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball. 93, 94. That's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Fastball got him looking as that had 2-seam action on it. 1 gone.
Well, anytime you're leading off an inning, it's true. You don't want to just go up there blindly swinging at anything close to the zone. But you also want to at least take the bat off your shoulder. I mean, he phoned this one in.
In now, Darnell Sweeney. Now a ball hit fouled off to the right side, and that just about got the first base coach. In there, and it's 0-2 now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Chopped foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. And here's a ball hit in the air. Encarnacion backs up and takes care of it. 2 away. Leonis Martin will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
And he lays off there, 1-0.
A lot of late movement on that fastball. That nearly came back to the outer edge.
Hit well on the ground to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Cardinals. Need to get... Nice shot of downtown St. Louis as we're set for the 9th inning here from Busch Stadium. Vidal Nuno will come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th. Everett Cabrera will be the first one to greet him as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here.
When you're 0 for 3 in a game already, I think you're really happy to see a new pitcher in this ball game. Maybe something will change for him.
And this will make its way into center field for a base hit, and the leadoff man's aboard now to open the 9th. So he waited till the 9th inning, but he comes through here to extend the hit streak. That was close.
Every time he comes to the plate, the pressure gets bigger and bigger. He waited until the 9th inning, but got it done.
Gene Segura standing in. Cabrera running. Bunt attempt, but this one might have too much on it. And they'll put the tag on him going to first, but the sacrifice is successful.
Well, this is a nice job here of giving himself up. You see him square and put this ball down over toward the right side of the infield, and that's just where you want it to be. They do put the tag on him, but, hey, he gets the job done.
Here's Mookie Betts. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Lifted in the air to center. Martin is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning.
Yeah, this ball's hit high enough that he can go back and tag at second base. So that's a good job of moving up the extra 90 feet now with 2 outs.
So coming to the plate, Edwin Encarnacion. Although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him.
And that's exactly what I'd expect them to do. No reason to give him a pitch that he likes.
High in the air and deep to left center field. Martin going back. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Reds leave 1, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Glenn Spoon will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the ninth, as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly.
Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I thought he really pitched well. He ran into a few problems here and there along the way, but aside from a difference